I started my food Instagram for one reason: free food. Despite only having 2,800 followers, I was getting free omakase and pasta gift sets. A girl had to pay New York rent somehow, so that was how I did it. But soon, local farm-to-table restaurants invited me in. Food entrepreneurs came knocking at my door, handing me special flavored snacks and eclectic probiotic sodas. But soon, managing my food Instagram became a played-out game. Post, scroll, react, comment, mass message restaurants, and repeat it all again. I soon realized I wasn't feeling more and more connected with my friends. I was feeling more alone behind my screen. Not because I don't love food. I do. If you saw my credit card statement, you'd know that's true. But because it started to feel performative. Post a picture, get affirmation, move on, and repeat it all again. And now, I'm on the flip side eating what's left of yesterday's chicken noodle soup as I watch perfectly plated videos of truffle pasta. That's the disconnect. This isolation is my first example of how food technology is fueling the loneliness epidemic. Example number 1, the digital food world. In 2010, mukbang became a global phenomenon. Mukbang is basically when people watch videos of people eating massive amounts of food, and they start to feel connected. At first, it works. People are feeling connected. But soon, were they truly feeling connected? Psychologists describe a loop. We start watching when we're alone, we feel temporary social relief, we stop eating with other people, and then we're isolated. It's even scarier because now these videos have turned into 15 to 30-second TikTok and Instagram videos that are easily accessible at our fingertips, leading to more and more mental health issues. Psychologists describe another phenomenon: vicarious satiation. As we watch people eat massive amounts of steamed ramen, twirl pasta in front of the video, we start to feel full. This has caused anorexia amongst many. And on the flip side, obesity, because we start to feel like thin hosts can eat these massive meals and we can do the same. Example number 2, food is just fuel. The food we eat today has gotten smaller and smaller. Protein bars package whey, honey, almond butter, all into the tiniest to-go carrier. A 3-course meal in the size of my pocket. Soylent, Y Foods, and Huel are liquids re-engineered to change your daily patterns. Why is food becoming more transactional and not relational? Okay, so what if someone asked you on a date and rather than taking you to a nice restaurant, they handed you a drive-through coffee and a protein bar? That's not getting a second date for me. But on the flip side, we'll pay $500 for a Michelin star restaurant to eat tiny edible flowers and seasonal vegetables. Beautiful, performative, and optimized for social media. But we've lost the middle ground. Where did the casual Tuesday night dinner go? Growing up, dinner wasn't just on Tuesday night for me. It was every night, Monday through Sunday. I remember I would hop off a flight after 24 hours and walk into my grandma's kitchen and see her pour dosa batter onto a sizzling pan. This was my favorite South Indian dish. My grandma and I barely connected on the same language, but we connected beautifully over food. I even learned customs and traditions that no one explicitly taught me, such as a Telugu word called angli. You can't touch the shared food with the same hand you're eating because then it's considered contaminated. But here in the US, we're eating and typing with both hands at the same time in a form of being productive. Lunch, 30 minutes only, perfect for the Google Calendar automated invite. That free omakase I mentioned, I was cut off after 90 minutes. But in Japan, omakase has no time limit. So why are we re-engineering food in the US to prioritize productivity and profits rather than connection? Example number 3, calorie trackers and delivery apps. Instead of asking, am I hungry? We ask, does my app tell me it's time to eat? This personalization can feel easy, but it removes the coordination and negotiation that makes meals inherently social. And I felt this personally when I worked on Wall Street. We called it the banking 20, as in you get to gain 20 pounds in your first year, and I signed up. The reason for the weight gain? Access. At midnight, the clock would strike and our midnight stipends would kick in, and we'd all rush to our laptops to order our favorite meals. Mine, a whole cheesy pizza. Just for myself. The entire floor smelled like a pizzeria, but every single desk ate alone. This was frictionless convenience, working exactly as designed. The faster the product was, the better. Believe me, I worked at a food delivery company and metrics revolved around 3 main data points: user retention, repeat ordering, and the minutes taken for a delivery order to actually arrive. Food delivery apps also use the same psychological mechanics as slot machines. Gamified notifications, surprise discounts. This activates our dopamine and trains us for instant gratification, making us impulsively order and check our phones habitually. We've even successfully conditioned ourselves to get anxiety when the delivery time rises from 28 minutes to 34 minutes. But I soon realized that not everyone viewed food as just fuel when I met Brenda. We used to volunteer together, and she took me back to the 1970s. She used to work at some of New York's top restaurants and even catered the Met Gala. She was trying to launch her cooking lessons website, so I invited her in to teach my roommates and I how to cook. For Brenda, food was different. It was about perfectly slicing bell peppers into thin ribbons, mixing paprika, garlic, olive oil, all into one bowl to make the best paella. This was the first time my roommates and I had used our kitchen in over 4 years. Before, we used it to reheat our chicken tikka masala from Trader Joe's. But as I savored that paella, I thought to myself, why can't food technology bring experiences like this to life? Why is food technology destroying the connection that once brought people together rather than enabling it? Why can't food technology protect the social fabric that brings people together and makes food a relational currency? So what if we had an app? It would take a picture of your grandma's smudged up recipe, turns it into a grocery list, and travels from Paris to Mumbai to Madrid, connecting kitchens that were never once connected. And what about an app? Rather than ranking restaurants, it nudges you. Hey, you all love this restaurant, go together. And what about one where you take your leftover extra barbecue chicken, knock on your neighbor's door, and share it with them and have a slight conversation? These apps all exist. We're just not using them. So before you open up your phone tonight and decide to order delivery, I'd like you to ask yourself, what am I truly saving? Am I being productive by scrolling, delivering, ordering? What am I losing? Shared connection, memories, a chance to connect with someone new. Am I lying to myself that I'm being more productive? Am I truly feeding my stomach and not just my soul? So, it's time we reclaim what food is meant to do and bring us together. So what are you doing for dinner tonight?